It's time to go racing out in the desert. We head to Phoenix for the running of the Subway 300 in the fourth chase race of the season. Can anyone knock Adam McDowell off his throne, or will McDowell continue to dominate in the chase? We're about to find out. One of his competitors for the championship, Sebastian Kukulon, starts on the pole. Two's outside is the two of Colton Yo. Then third you have William Bullen, fourth Alexander Rowe, and running out the top five, TJ Hanley. Then sixth you have Greg Lee. Seventh, Joey Trickle. He's up there battling with the 16 as well. They have Eli Brighton eighth. Ninth, Code Luigi and Alex Stewart rounds out the top 10. For the rest of the field, you have Jake Galloway with Jake Jefferson. Then there's Charles Robert with Jeff Bright, along with Marshall Burrow and Justin Knight. Max Anderson, and then to his inside, Luke Rain looking for some momentum. Then there's Adam McDowell starting mid-pack on the outside. We'll see how we can do from that starting spot. Peter Onjak in the 0-1 to his inside. Then you have Carson Bowers with Bill Seaman, along with Johnny Gardner and Michael Sanders. Then there's Stephen Baker and Jennifer Buford. Diego Yepes with Nichols. Then you have Lawrence Palampon and Andrew Miller. Trey Rainey and Riley Spurley-Tube. Then there's Anthony Lehman and Clayton Thomas. Jonathan Wong and Danny Lloyd's also up there battling in the points. Then you have Michael Canto with Jonathan Buford. Matt Hamill with Steve Larker. And in the final row, you have Landon Lyons and William Seaman to his outside. That's your starting lineup for the Subway 300 at Phoenix. Let's get going with our starting command.
In honor of the Highway Patrol's 75 years of service, gentlemen, start your engines.
Guys, go out there and have some fun today. Just like I said today in the meeting, you know, this is a good racetrack. It's a good place for us. I think the pit crew is ready to go. Let's go have some fun.
In our 42-car field, rolling off the starting grid, led by Sebastian Kukulon, one of your chasers. It's going to be a big race for Kukulon and some of the others. Adam McDowell's hooked up a pretty nice points gap over the rest of the field, but one bad race for that 16 could put him right back with everyone else, and we could see a great championship battle again. Pace car at the left-hand turn to pit road, 45 laps, 1 mile each time around. Kukulon on pole, Colton Yo 2's outside. Let's get going in the desert. We hit the restart zone, and we're racing at Phoenix. Already through-head moves, and the driver who started 5th, TJ Hanley, leads lap 1. And Alexander Rowe gets down low. He's right on the back of that 44, looking to the inside for the race. Kukulon at the racetrack will fall back. Joey Trickle won them up in their points, trying to battle with the 16 coming forward. It's big that 16 falls back, and that 25 is up here. Joey Trickle needs these spots badly. He's going for second on TJ Hanley as Alexander Rowe clears for the race lead. They might not be clear yet. Hanley fighting back on the outside. 3 wide down the front stretch. Rowe in the middle lane gets clear and leads the lap. Hanley fought back on the top side there. And Joey Trickle making it a 3-car race down low. Here he comes to the bottom lane. Code Luigi J. Jefferson back there for 4th. Jeff Wright coming forward in the 1 car. Joey Trickle, he's going to clear. He's going to try to at least in turn 3 right here. Drive it down the bottom lane big time here. I think he's going to be able to get it done. Look at J. Jefferson going 3 wide. Tight down low. Hanley from the middle lane. Going to get to second here. That was a great move there by Hanley. Jay Jefferson falls back big time. 42 Code Luigi almost cleared him. In fact, Luigi's going to clear him. Jay Jefferson falling back. He's a little tight there. Down the dog leg they come. Hanley to second. Trying to run down Joey Trickle, who's right now leading the race. Code Luigi sells into 4th there. Here comes the 44, driving it to the bottom of the 25. Hanley back for the race lead. He won at Michigan, looking for another win this season. And down the front stretch, who's going to lead the lap? Dead even there across the stripe. They're going to give it to Joey Trickle at the stripe. Side by side 3, 1 and 2 now. TJ Hanley clears Joey Trickle to get out front. 4 cars break away. For 3rd, Code Luigi and Alexander Rowe side by side. The 42 down low. They look inside the 25 now at Trickle. These front 4 separating themselves. 5th place Jay Jefferson maybe holding everyone up. Luigi for the race lead now. Hanley goes up the racetrack. 42 down low for the lead. Side by side. Looks like they're going to give it to Hanley at the stripe. Close there again. For the race lead through 1 and 2, Luigi to the inside. He's going to clear Hanley, but not so fast. Alexander Rowe coming to the bottom lane challenging. And hard crash, pulling into the outside wall, head on. And down the racetrack, Gardner's involved. Max Harrison, Michael Sanders, one of your chasers, the 89 involved. And we get a caution flag, and we're racing the back. Alexander Rowe clears the 42 to get back in front. Luigi second, Joey Trickle and Hanley 3rd and 4th. Yellow flag is out, and the 74 takes a hard hit into the outside wall head on. His day is done. Let's see what happened. 3 wide through 1, 2. We saw this 3 wide back here, and it wasn't going to work at some point. It didn't right here. Bullen up the racetrack. gets into the side of Kukulon. Saw the space below on the 74, the 20 about as high as he could go. They get hooked together and hard into the outside wall for the 74. Miller gets some damage right there. Sanders goes around, gets the 89 and the 99, and it's on from there. Max Anderson got away. It looks like he should be fine, but Johnny Gardner chased her with damage. Kukulon's got some damage, and Miller may have some damage as well as he went up and hit the outside wall probably. And Kukulon might have the most of the chasers. Look at that hard hit he took right there. Miller went up and hit the outside wall pretty hard though too. We'll go on board with our chasers and see what damage they got from this. But that's a tough break for William Bullen there. So he got heavy contact. Hope he's okay because that was a pretty hard hit. Look on board Johnny Gardner. Oh yeah, Miller went up and slammed the outside wall pretty hard. Gardner goes for a spin there, but I gets it going straight again. Should be all right. We'll go on board with Andrew Miller, one of the favorites for the title coming into the chasing. He has not done too well. Looks like he may have gotten some damage here. He hit the outside wall pretty hard. Just hope that it's not bad though. So he gets away. We'll just have to see on the restart how bad that damage is. One more Kukulon. The 20 gets pretty heavy damage to both ends of that race car. Right side hard into the wall, left side down into another car. Pretty heavy damage for Kukulon on both sides of that race car. We'll have to see how he does on this restart. Or if maybe he's coming down pit road to repair that damage. See him, he's slow here. It looks like he might be coming down to the pits. And that would probably... Oh, McDowell's in the wall, coming back to the caution flag, the 16. Your points leader. And Kukulon did hit the pits. So chasers with trouble. Leading them back, non-chaser Alexander Rowe. And they are coming down pit road. They think that they can make it from here on fuel. It's going to be interesting. It's been fuel mileage here in the past. We'll have to see if maybe they have enough fuel here today. And Rowe is in a weird spot there. He has the 74 right there in front of him. And we got some two-tire calls. Jay Jefferson caught in the pits. Some take 2, some take 4. Jay Jefferson took 2 as the 46 was coming into his pit stall, and Jefferson got hit, and it may have affected the 42 of Code Luigi as well, because Luigi's just sitting there. 3 cars, there's Alex Stewart leaving, and Luigi can finally leave. The 28 is detached for him. That's a tough break for 3 of those drivers, as the 28 was leaving, the 46 was coming in, and it was melee. So some took 2, some took 4. Pit strategy here, and first off with 2 tires will be the 25 of Joey Trickle. One of the drivers fighting for the championship. Leads back to the green flag here at Phoenix. A lot of interesting things happening as we go back green with 35 laps of racing to go. William Bullen out from that crash, but Danny Lloyd, one of our chasers, has fallen to 2 laps down. Jay Jefferson lapped down after his contact, and Trey Rainey also has fallen a lap down. 38 cars on the racetrack, and McDowell currently scored 29th, but some of the drivers that were involved in that pit road incident, Alex Stewart 26th, Cole Luigi back to 30th after being top 10, and Jay Jefferson now 40th. 1 lap down. Joey Trickle took 2 tires to get out in front of the field. Bill Seaman the same there in 2nd. Colton Yeo 3rd. Jeff Brieford 4th. And TJ Henley 5th. They have Justin Knight in 6th. Isaac Nichols 7th. Greg Lee 8th. 9th Jeff Bright. 10th Eli Bright. So we'll see how this restart goes as they come down the front stretch. Alexander Rowe on 4 tires back there around 15th or 16th. We're back racing, green flag back out. The 07 did restart 16th. We'll see if it takes him any time to get up to the front or if he has some troubles getting up to the front. Go through 1 and 2. Single file on back. The 2 Colton Yeo for 2nd. 88 Eli Bright up the racetrack. 1 to the inside. Colton Yeo's going to grab 2nd. Joey Trickle got a nice gap there. As they go through 3 and 4. The 2 on the bottom lane. Digging hard as they come. Oh! Hard crash! Just 9 to the outside wall head on. Yellow is out and we got a big melee on the front stretch. Cars go low. Others involved as well. Cars are everywhere. And we are stacking them up, and the yellow is out again for a big crash on the front stretch. Joey Trickle leads us back, and teammates get into it. Justin Knight and the 7 of Isaac Nichols make contact, and the 9 goes hard to the outside wall, and a lot of the field's involved. We'll see what happened. Racing off of turn number 4, the 9 Justin Knight may have gotten a little too high there. The 7 may have come down a little bit, and they made contact. And hard into the wall there for the 9, head on. Eli Brand, the 88, their teammates get involved as well. So 3 of the Junior Motorsports cars. Luke Ray gets bounced around but gets by. Alexander on those 4 tires gets by. Here comes some more cars. The 48 hits the 9 down. There's the 5, the 9's other teammate. And then more cars start piling in ahead. Oh, there's the 11 of Sanders getting into it. There's Kukulon, the 20 flying on in. Then the 88 was sideways in the middle of the field. And he got more cars as well because remember, he got hit by the 9. Lucky the other teammate was involved, because 4 of the junior worst cars were up there. So the 88 gets spun around. Luke hits him there. 0 Yepes. There's Luke getting more damage. There's Galloway, Jay Jefferson, Trey Rainey. We mentioned how Code Luigi had that incident on pit road. He actually got lucky there. It looks like he was actually able to miss whatever happened. You know, look at Code back there. So look at the crash. 42 of the McDonald's car is way back there. It's like he was actually able to get by, but so many good race cars involved and torn up in this. A lot of chasers as well. And McDowell, the 16, somehow gets through. And Code Luigi did, in fact, miss all that happened there. Great job by him keeping that car in one piece. He's going to get a lot of positions there, but a lot of chasers involved. We'll see how this goes. Joey Trickle out front. At least back to the green flag on this restart. As we go back green with 30 laps of racing to go, Joey Trickle leads. And out from that crash, the 28 of Jay Jefferson, the 9 of Justin Knight, the 11 of Michael Sanders, and the 22 of Luke Rainey. A chaser falling by on the wayside. Danny Lloyd is 1 lap down currently. Trey Rainey also a lap down. E-Lap Brent, the 88, last currently lap 35th with damage. So out front, one of your chasers, Joey Trickle. Second is Colton Yo, Bill Seaman third, Jeff Beeford fourth, TJ Hanley in fifth. Then you have Greg Lee in 6th, Jeff Bright 7th, Peter Onjack in 8th, 9th, Steve Larker, Riley Sperry 10th, and it takes a while to go back to the next chaser, 13th, Landon Lyons, then go back even further and find Adam McDowell, who has missed all that melee, currently 19th, Stephen Baker 22nd, there's Cole Luigi in 23rd after missing that crash, Lawrence Poundpound is 25th, Johnny Gardner 27th, Clayton Thomas 28th, a lot of these chasers with damage towards the back of the field, big for Adam McDowell to try and keep that point because not a lot of chasers up towards the front, a lot of them behind him. We're back racing. Joey Trickle still out front. Green flag back in the air. 30 laps of racing to go. Colton Yo did not get a good restart, and the 25 gets away. Bill Seaman in third, trying to get second back. So they come down the backstretch, looking low. It goes to the inside of that 2 car. Down the dog leg. Little damage on the right side, but it's not affecting anything. Bill Seaman driving to the inside of Colton Yo to get by. They're looking 3 wide, possibly even 4 wide. Close there. Greg Lee coming through in the 6. As the 25 Trickle pulls away to a nice lead. Here comes Greg Lee up inside the top 5 for 4th. Underneath Jennifer Buford. There's Onjack coming forward in the 01, trying to get beneath Hanley in the 44. 70 of Riley Sperry 2 coming forward. 16 of Adam McDowell trying to find his way forward. He's on the inside. 4 second again. The 2 tight underneath the 98. Bill's even trying to keep it clear. He does. For 3rd, though, Greg Lee coming forward in the 6. And how are those 4 tires working for the 07 of Alexander Rowe? Well, he's currently scored 11th, just outside the top 10, trying to fight his way forward. Underneath the 51 he goes, but gets tight with the 90 right behind him. And he starts to fade back. Now Bill Seaman, clear in second. He can try and run down the 25 now. He doesn't have anyone pressuring him, although here comes the pressure from the 6 of Greg Lee. To the inside he goes. Greg with a great run through 3 and 4. He's going to get by the 98, gets the second at the line. And through 1 and 2. Greg Lee marching forward. The 01 following him. Onjack coming forward. How about the 2 of Colton Yo still up here inside the top 5? If he gets on the outside, he finds a way back. The 01 may have given the 6 a little bump and run up the racetrack, but couldn't make that work. And Greg Lee keeps second for now. 25 laps to go next time by. Joey Trickle's dominated here today. One of your chasers trying to run down the 60 of Adam McDowell in points. But McDowell's missed all the accidents so far today. He's kept his car in one piece and kept it in the race. Joey Trickle's doing the same, but he's out front, leading right now. And here comes the 2 of Colton Yo, driving to the inside for 2nd. Not going to be able to get there, and he might lose 3rd in the process. And they come back forward. He's currently 6th. Trying to get back up inside the top 5. He has a car to do it. Colton Yo for 3rd again on the 01, as they have run down the 25 just a little bit. Trickle may have been making a few mistakes there. They're allowing the 6 and the others to run him down. The 25 currently leading the 6, the 2, the 01, and the 44 around Phoenix. But look at the 6 driving hard to the corner. Gets beside the 25, moves him up the racetrack, side by side down the front stretch. Greg Lee for the race lead takes at the stripe. How about that for Greg Lee to the inside in turn 1 and 2? He will clear him. Here comes Colton Yo in the 2. Gonna grab second as Joey Trickle falling back to 30 goes, possibly even further back. Yo now for the race lead in the 2 car. He's looking low on the 6. Through 3 and 4 to do the same. Uses that 6 up a little bit. Up the racetrack they both go. Down the front stretch. Side by side. Lead leads. The 2 to the inside though. And those 4 tires starting to come to life. The 07 up inside the top 10. Going for a top 5 on the 44 Hanley. Those 4 tires working magic for Alexander Rowe. He's up to 5th. Colton Yo is thinking, I have to get out of here before the 07 gets up here, because if the 07 gets out front, look at how much he can drive into the corners. If he gets out front, it might be game over. Bounce off each other back there, the 4 Burrows in the middle of a 3 wide. They're all hitting back there. On Jack, further racing the 01 car. Side by side with the 2 of Colton Yo as they come down the dog leg. Alexander currently scored 4th, just minding his time. Greg lead to the inside for the race here. The 2 way up the racetrack. Alexander Rowe's going to take 3rd here. It's such a great race car. Greg Lee back out front. 16 Van McDowell is currently Greg Lee's teammate. Currently scored 12th. So not too bad for that 16 car after being stuck towards the back most of the race. Here comes Colucci forward. Remember, he put on 4 tires on the pit stop, fell back because of the pit issues. But here he is battling for a top 15. He get a top 10 on this day if he can move forward in a timely manner. And how about this? Alexander Rowe, the 4 tires working well. He's 4th last time by. Move him to the top spot in turn 1 and 2. Alexander Rowe back out front at Phoenix. Those 4 tires are playing wonders. And I don't know if anyone's going to be able to run him down now that he's out front. The 6 is going to try dive bomb maybe right here to try and get at the 07 at the racetrack. Drives it hard, but the 07 can just take that car so much deeper into the corner. These guys on 2 tires are driving it in, thinking that they're driving it in a lot, but to the 07, it's just, that's the normal entry into the corner that he's taken. On Jack now for the racing, the 07 of the racetrack a little bit. 01 beside him, down the dog leg. And I'm really shocked that the 07 is not pulled away on these 4 tires they put on the race car. I was expecting him to pull away, but the 01's right back to the inside. Might be able to get by him right here in 3 and 4. But once again, that grip with those 4 tires, keeping that outside lane working. Side by side, the 07 leads. He has to push from the 6. But the 01 with the preferred line for turn 1. Want to be on the inside 1, 2. Both lanes can work in 3 and 4. Close there. 6 and 07. Almost making some contact as Anjak gets on by. And is Alexander Rowe just saving his stuff, or maybe his car just is not as good? Maybe they use the 4 tires up. Because here comes Land Lines to the inside. The 90 car, one of the chasers. And Joey Trickle trying to fight back in the 25 down low. Pick the 46 of Alex Stewart peeking low back there. Saw him. And Bill Seaman. Spot inside the top 10. That's for 8th. Currently scored 10th. And McDowell the 16 with Code in the 42 behind and 11th. Those 2 making wonders through the field. Landon Lines once again trying to get by the 07 of Alexander to run down that race leader, the 01. But Anjak has not gotten away. Stayed right there as the front 11 cars pull away. 12th on back. A little separated. 16 laps of racing to go at Phoenix. Currently, the battle for second. Still side by side. No one gaining an advantage. The 90 down low. The 07 up top. I'm wondering if a car had to come down pit road because of how separated they are. The 3 has stopped on the racetrack, and that will be a yellow flag. Big there, and the 90 beats the 01 back. Yellow is out for the 3 stopped on the racetrack. This will change everything. Anthony Lehman stopped, brings out the caution flag. And this is why we saw the separation. 11th on forward, pulled away. 12th on back, were separated because the 3 Lehman through 3 and 4 just breaks. And he can't get low. Either cars had to slow down. They went low. Right there up against the wall. Look at the 99 sliding off the corner to avoid the 3. And down the front stretch trying to get low, trying to get around. But obviously something really broken with that car. He's just going to stop down low. And the yellow will come out for the 3 stopped on the racetrack. And that's going to be big there for these drivers up towards the front. Maybe drivers on 4 tires now. We'll see how this works out. And they could probably save some more fuel as well. Look at this from a different camera angle. So we can see that 99 just sliding off of turn number 4, trying to avoid the 3. 99's in the top lane. The 3's also up there as well. Look at the 99. Yeah, no. Wow. That's close. This will change everything. Landon Lines have just gotten by the 01 of Peter Anjak to take the race lead when the yellow came out. The 90 will be a race leader. Once we go back green, it'll be with under 10 to go here at Phoenix. The restart will actually be with 11 laps to go, so more laps there for these drivers to make their way forward. Lehman has not retired yet. He's 3 laps down. I don't know if he's out on the racetrack. I'll have to see if he's on pit road or not. He is out on the racetrack, 37th, 3 laps down. So Landon Lyons leads. He's one of your chasers trying to close in on the 16, the others in front of him. Second is Peter Anjak. Third, Alexander Rowe. Fourth, Greg Lee. Fifth, Steve Larker. Joey Trickle chaser in 6th. 7th, Colton Yo. And McDowell's Fosway up to 8th. Alex Stewart 9th. And Cole Luigi rounds out the top 10. Big break for drivers 12th on back to get caught back up. Then we'll see how this restart goes. Late race restart, Phoenix, 11 laps left. Do we have another yellow? Do we have another restart? We're about to find out. To the restart zone, and we're back racing at Phoenix, and the 01 spins the tires. Road looking low. Alexander knows he cannot wait. Those 4 tires have to go now. Single file on back. These are where the moves are going to be made, though, in 3 and 4. Where drivers are going to start driving it down low. There's Rowe, the first to break low. 4-second, drives it underneath that 01. He has help from the 6. Side by side, the 01 off the top side. 10 laps left here at Phoenix. Side by side, Alexander Rowe's going to take second away. And now he only has the 90 ahead of him. Down the dog leg. Joey Trickles emerged inside the top 5 once again. He has a shot. Here comes the 07 to the bottom of the 90. Side by side down the front stretch. Alexander Rowe leads the lap by a nose. 9 laps of racing to go. Greg Lee looking 3 wide through 1. He didn't get that down there, but now he has a run. Trying to get to the inside of the 07. Down the dog leg. Side by side. For the racing again. Alexander Rowe up top. Greg Lee down low. Buries it into the corner. Can he make that bottom lane work? Can the 07 get that run at the top? The 07 did get that big run. The 6 side by side with 8 laps of racing to go now. Peter Onjack has found his way back to 4th. Looking for 3rd now. As Rowe goes away at the racetrack, the 6 will clear. Greg Lee back out front now. Those 4 tires are not working as well as the 07 would have hoped. And Onjack is back to 2nd now. Rowe back to 3rd, possibly even further back. The 01 for the race lead now. Great moves being made on the racetrack up front. And there's not much time left. Your points leader stuck in a 3-wide battle back there. He gets it sorted out. 3 cars break away. Trickle for 3rd. 4th, excuse me. Gets by the 90. Cole Luigi and Adam McDowell coming forward. They're side by side. Onjack clears. Here comes the 07 Rowe digging hard in the bottom lane. We're coming to 6 laps left. Look at the 6-way at the racetrack. Alexander Rowe clears. Adam McDowell fighting forward. He just got by Chaser Landon Line. Sets a point there. And now he has Chaser Joey Trickle in front of him that he can gain another point off of. There's the battle. This is for 5th on the racetrack. As 3 chasers battle for 4th for the race lead. Rowe once again back to the inside of the 01. We're coming to see 5 laps left at Phoenix. Yellow would end it once they get to the start-finish line. And the 07 carries the 01 up the racetrack to clear. Alexander Rowe leads. 5 laps left at Phoenix. Yellow to end it. Rowe leads. Peter Onjack 2nd. Greg Lee 3rd. 4th on back is a logjam. And McDowell's found his way back by both chasers. Currently scored as the highest chaser. 4th. Joey Trickle currently 6th. As Cole Luigi looks for a top 5 spot. He has a shot at this thing. Peter Onjack gets to the race lead. Greg Lee to the inside. Battle back there, 16 stuck up top to 25 down low. 42 beneath the 16. 4 laps left. Greg Lee side by side with the 01 through 1 and 2. And he clears. Greg Lee back out front. And the 07's fallen off a little bit in 3rd. Here comes Cole Luigi 4th. Joey Trickle now back underneath the 16 for 5th. And he will be your highest chaser as of now. 1st, 2nd again, Alexander Rowe and Peter Onjack. To 3 to go this time. How does this battle affect the 42 and the 25? Can they get up into it? Can the 6 run away? There's only 3 laps left. Using that middle lane to their advantage. Getting runs. The 01 up top. The 42 down low for 3rd. 2 cars might pull away and have a shot. The 6 and the 07. We're coming to 2 laps left. The 07, remember, has more grip than the 6 possibly at this point in the run. To the inside he's looking. 2 laps left at Phoenix. Cole Luigi restarts somewhere in the 30s after his pit issues. Here he is inside the top 3 with a shot to win. Alexander Rowe clears Greg Lee. A big run for the 07 car. And he gets away. We're coming to the white flag. 4 tires may have worked out. Cole Luigi for 2nd. Remember, he's on 4 as well. We're coming to the white flag in the Subway 300. Alexander Rowe leads. Cole Luigi has fought his way through the field to 2nd. Last lap at Phoenix. This is Alexander Rowe's to lose. He goes up the racetrack through 1-2, but it's the lane he wants. Down the backstretch. It's going to take a dive into the corner by the 42. Off into 3. Alexander Rowe has it. Cole Luigi's not close enough. Greg Lee, Joey Trickle battle for 3rd. Off of 4. 4 tires work. They finish 1-2. Alexander wins. And it looked like the 90 just beat the 16 to the stripe to get that point back. And Alexander fought hard on those 4 tires, and it worked out for him. Alexander wins here at Phoenix. Let's now go check the finish results and see the chase standings. Here are the finish results from the Subway 300 at Phoenix. There were 3 caution flags for 12 laps, and 18 lead changes among 7 different drivers. The 4 tires worked out for Alexander Rose. He wins the race leading 11 laps. Cole Luigi, he put on 4 tires. Remember, he got stuck on pit road though because of the contact between the 28 and the 46. Sent back into the 30s. He fought his way through the field. Never give up attitude. He ends up second. Joey Trickle led 15 of the 45 laps to end up third. Greg Lee fourth. He had a great day as well. And Alex Stewart fifth. Peter Onjack, a great race for his first Target Series race in sixth. Landon Lyons just beats out Adam McDowell to get seventh. McDowell eighth. But he's had a great last 4 races to keep that points lead. Steve Locker ninth, and Bill Seaman rounds out the top 10. There's your top 20. It was a day the chasers want to forget. Only 3 chasers inside the top 10. It was the 25, the 90, and the 16. 23 on back, 19th on back. So my gosh, there's Stephen Baker 19th. A lot more down here. You can see William Seaman 23rd. Kukulon, after starting a pole, falls to 26th. 3 junior motorsports cars down here involved in crashes. Nichols, Eli, Bright, Clayton, Thomas. Justin a little bit further down, also involved in the crash. Andrew Miller, first car, 1 lap down. Danny Lloyd was a lap down in the 21. Luke Rainey out of the race because of a crash. William Bull and Jay Jefferson as well. On the right side are the point standings. Adam McDowell continuing to pile on great finishes. It's going to be hard to beat him, but Joey Trickle is there. Trickle can pounce if that 16 has a bad race because Trickle is there. But the others, right now it's becoming a 2-horse race so far. We could see Kukulon trying to get up there. We could see Stephen Baker. He's actually had a decent chase so far. He could try and get up there. So it's going to be pretty close. For the chase points, we'll just have to see if McDowell stumbles. If he doesn't, this is his championship. So the next race, we'll keep it out on the West Coast. We'll go to Auto Club for the Sony 300. I'll see you guys then.